I'm turning 28 next year, and I still don't know what I'm doing with my life. Hello! I recently just turned 27, so I thought I would ask on my Instagram story whether you guys wanted any life advice from an old wise sage such as myself. And you guys delivered with some questions, so that's what we're going to do today, answer your life advice questions. Let's go! Our first question comes in from Jack is Unknown, who wants to know, can you give life advice on starting a music career, please? Thanks for the question, Jack. So, in terms of a music career, I would say a great starting point is always going to be learning music theory and learning an instrument or chords, harmonies, all that stuff. Definitely learn a little bit of that. And then in terms of growing a fan base and in terms of getting your music out there, I would pick maybe one social media platform or maybe two and just do that one thing and do it well. Don't try to do every single social media platform all at once. If you like writing songs, put some songs out there. If you like doing covers, put some covers out there. If you like singing, put some singing out there. The point is, post regularly and you will naturally find people start following you and they want to know what you're up to. So that's my advice. Music theory, and start off with just one social media platform. Flesh Mechanoid wants to know, what advice would you give about toxic friends? Now, one thing I would say straight off the bat, if you're using the word toxic with friends, are they really your friends? I don't know. Just be careful with people who make you feel bad or feel down about yourself, because maybe they're not your friends. Maybe they haven't got your best interests. But on the other hand as well, you know, maybe they've done something that's upset you, but maybe they didn't mean it. You know, I wouldn't necessarily cut everybody out of your life, whoever makes you feel bad, but just keep those two things in mind. If you really feel like someone's doing something repeatedly toxic, maybe you should just avoid them. But yeah, don't cut everybody out of your life, please. Fran.jpg asks, how do you cope with heavy workloads? Well, my entire life is a heavy workload, but what I would say is get really good at prioritization and get really good at doing things quickly, because there's no point being a perfectionist and spending ages getting something done if it means it takes away all of your time for enjoyment. And I love doing this music stuff, but it does take a lot of time. If I was to absolutely perfect everything I do, I would honestly have no time to ever do anything fun. So that's the best advice I can give. Heavy workloads, prioritize and do things quickly. Don't perfect unnecessarily. Dynamo Cos asks, I'm turning 18 next year and I'm still not sure what to do with my life. Help. Well, if it helps, Dynamo Cos, I'm turning 28 next year and I still don't know what I'm doing with my life. I think you've got so long to figure out like what you need to do. I wouldn't overthink things. I mean, there's obviously sensible options. You could potentially look at college, you could potentially look at education, you can look at apprenticeships. There's so many different like job things you can do. In terms of like what you do with your life, you know, the music stuff, at least for now, isn't my full-time thing, but I absolutely love it and I'm never giving up on it. You know, you don't always have to do like one thing and completely disregard other routes. So do what's kind of sensible for you, but don't give up on your dreams and your passions at the same time. That's my best advice. And I feel like I definitely live by that principle, by the fact that I do all this music stuff still. Attackaroo Cosplays wants to know, best advice before growing up? My advice, don't grow up. You don't need to. It's one of the biggest lies in like the adult world, is that you need to become this super serious, responsible figure. I reckon even when I've got things like children and other adult responsibilities, I still think I'm going to be pretty immature. Maybe one day I might mature, but there's no advantage to growing up. Just enjoy life and have fun and be immature, because I can't stand people who are overly serious, so don't be like that sort of person. So there we go, that was some short and sweet answers to your questions over on Instagram. If you've got any other questions, make sure you drop them down in the comment section below. But otherwise, in the meantime, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!